Black Americans are the most murderous group in America by rate.
The Brits invading Africa, it ended up being a net positive. We put on a t-shirt to actually do something that was inclusive. Literally, all lives matter.
Now, there's been a lot of discussion around Candace Owens, her political views, some of the controversial things that she has said and done. However, let's discuss this.
Wonder why we would waste so much time on such a nitwit. Because that's what she is. She's a nitwit. I mean, seriously, look at that. First of all, comb your hair before you go on television. You know, that's number one.
So I stumbled upon this 9-page thread, and this is the first question. Can we please discuss the sparse, dry, broken off hair strands that call themselves hair on Candace Owens' head? What do you think her regimen is? And do you think her hair care is as white identified as she is? Okay, so let's discuss the pictures. There are 2 pictures here. I can see where there is sparseness around her edges. I can see even when her hair is down, it's pretty see-through. And I can see the nape is broken off. And this could be due to dry hair. This could be due to using chemicals or heat. It could even be due to her tight ponytails. However, when it comes to the phrase, is her hair as white identified as she is? You guys let me know what your thoughts are. Do you feel that her hair is white identified? Do you feel like she is white identified? Or do you think her hair care regimen is white identified? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Moving on from that one, let's go to the next comment. The telltale sign of a black white supremacist is bad hair. Wow, okay, so when did bad hair become a sign of white supremacy? I really need to know. Not only was I a candidate of having terrible hair, whether I thought it looked good or whether it's because I actually did have hair loss and problems. However, I work with people who have quote unquote bad hair. I've worked with people who have hair loss issues, alopecia, thinning, damage, brittle hair. And I just want to know when bad hair or when damaged hair became a sign of white supremacy. Moving along, why doesn't she wear wigs or those micro link extension things? Doesn't she see herself? I would love to know your opinion. If you saw somebody with hair like this, should they wear a wig or should they wear micro links? The next one says, in all seriousness, she formerly suffered from an eating disorder, so I assume it's due to malnourishment.
Then you know that I talk a lot about having an eating disorder from the time that I was 18 until my early 20s, about 4 years.
So that makes sense. Clearly, she did have an eating disorder, and that would account for a lot of hair issues, and not just with Candace, but with many people that I work with. If you have an eating disorder or if you're malnourished, you are not getting the vitamins, the minerals, the protein that you need to grow that thick, full hair. And so, yes, that makes sense. Let's scroll on to the next one. On her wedding day, good sis hair looked a mess. So let's take a look at this wedding picture. She looks perfectly happy in this picture. I do see the edges, once again, look a little sparse, but besides that, I can't really see the hot mess thing. Do you think that this looks like a hot mess? What would you do with your hair on your wedding? Or what did you do with your hair on your wedding? But let's move on to the next comment. Nobody needs a wig besides people with health issues if they wish. And that's actually very, very true. So when I was losing my hair due to alopecia and hair loss, I did wear wigs. And that really helped me to, you know, just feel confident about myself. All right, on to the next one. I don't even think she wants to touch hair pieces like wigs and weaves and sew-ins because she wants to be as white as possible. Now, let's just take us a minute to address this. All right, well, in these pictures, it does appear that she has weaves in. However, I also want to state for the record that white women do wear weaves, sew-ins, wigs. And I also have worked with many people who just don't like to wear wigs and weaves for various reasons. This is a question I pose to you. Are you somebody who thinks that wearing weaves and wigs is a white person thing to do? I would love to know your thoughts down below. Scrolling down, she probably uses white women hair regimens. Well, of course she does because she has bad hair and that makes her a white supremacist. So obviously she uses the white women's regimens. On to the next one. She probably uses white women products. Please, before I created my own products, I had to use whatever was available and whatever I could afford. And so let's just move on. What you're seeing is a result of having no black female friends. Okay, she needs to go natural. Her hair would look fuller. And to this point, I would say that when my hair was relaxed or flat iron, it did look thinner. And once I went natural, I got the fullness and the thickness. So I actually, you know, I don't know what she wants to do with her hair, but I definitely know that natural hair does have a fuller appearance. Next comment, I can't believe how many of you want black women to cover up their hair growing out of their head with fake hair. Now, this is a discussion. This is a really good discussion. Do people want people to embrace who they are and be free to be natural, whether your hair is thick, whether it's thin, whether it's long, whether it's short, or is there a call to action when you're in the public eye, when you're a public figure, to look and present yourself a certain way? Should she wear a wig? Should she cover herself up? Should she look a certain way? Or should she just feel free to be natural? And remember, I do work with people who have hair issues. And I'm telling you, some of the people that I work with wish that they could just have an inch of hair all around, no bald spots, no thinning, just so that they can go out and, you know, rock their natural hair. Scrolling. Then it says she should get a trim. Try a deep conditioning treatment and lay off the relaxers. I 100% agree. If you have sparse ends, if you have thin ends, split ends, ends that are not even, go ahead and trim those ends off, and then definitely do a deep conditioning treatment, a hot treatment. Those things really help not only the people I've worked with, but they've helped me personally. To the untrained eye, bad hair looks great. Okay, so once again, if you're a stylist, we need you to comment down below. If you work in a salon, if you have, you know, some sort of cosmetology credentials, please leave your comments down below. I would never date a black woman with no black female friends or family, because look what happens. She's grasping for scarecrow hair just to say she got it to impress her white man. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, first of all, I married a black hang, okay? However, when my hair was permed and relaxed, I was actually grasping on to my hair and to the length. So please, I know that it may look tacky to the untrained eye. I get it. However, if you've dealt with hair loss issues, and I did even before I had alopecia, I really just was trying to get long hair. All right, scrolling down. I think she stays away from certain things like edge control, weaves, etc. for the fear of being viewed as too black identified. So remember, we did see those pictures where she did have the weave. As far as the edge control goes, guys, I used to use edge control, and I did a video on Eco-Styler gel in the past. Go check that video out, because there were so many chemicals that were actually damaging my hair follicles and causing hair loss. However, to this very day, I do not use gels or edge controls, and that's really just because it is damaging to the hair. All right, so it says, at least she's wearing her own scalp and hairline. I'm sick of ugly helmet wigs. Okay, people, I do agree with the first part of this comment. I'm glad that she is embracing her hair. I encourage people to do this all the time. However, I'm sick of ugly helmet wigs. Remember, if you do have a hair loss condition, please do not feel bad to wear a wig. In the meantime, I had to wear plenty of wigs throughout my hair growth journey until the alopecia, the thinning, the parts with bald spots grew back. And once my hair grew back, I did stop wearing wigs, but I do on occasion if I don't feel like doing my hair. But please, let's not, you know, call them ugly, because there are people struggling with hair loss issues that do feel confident and more comfortable when they can throw on a wig, because it really does help them with their self-esteem and security issues. It says she probably does her hair and isn't very good at it, probably afraid to go to the salon at this point. She should go natural though. I think that going natural is an amazing thing if you can. However, I'm all about freedom. I'm all about do whatever you want with your hair, especially if we're grown. If you want to perm it, if you want to relax it, if you want to straighten it, that's fine. But please do know that if you are using chemicals and other sort of relaxers and things like that, you can cause damage to your hair. So if you are able to go natural, if it fits in with your life, your schedule, if you feel comfortable with natural hair, I'm all for it. I mean, I've got natural hair, and I encourage other people to stay away from chemicals so that they can grow healthy, full, long, natural hair. However, it's not for everybody. Based on some of the things we heard, I really need to know what your thoughts are. Please leave them in the comments below, because some things were said seemed true, some things seemed a little off, some things seemed kind of offensive. At the end of the day, I do want to encourage you, if you are on a natural hair journey, or if you are on a relaxed hair journey, you are still trying to use your hair to look good and feel good, and I support you. As far as Candace's political views or who she's associated and affiliated with, that is not I do not care at all about any of that stuff. That is not this video. This video is just surrounding the discussion about hair care, because that was the first thing that I read. So when it comes to hair care, please, if you need help growing your hair, if you have alopecia, bald spots, thinning, then please contact me, because that is what I do. I am here to help you grow amazing hair. And if you want some tips on hair growth, then please watch some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching a video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help me, it does help the channel, and it really helps me to get out there to help other people on their hair growth journey. So with that being said, don't be a stranger. Let's stay connected, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.